Hello there. With 2022 already being a few months in, I present to you some of my favorite Cities Skylines builds of this year. The game by now is over 7 years old, but still thousands of players daily build their beautiful cities. The following list includes a wide variety of geographical locations and playstyles. From one-to-one real-world recreations to hyper-detailing to only using vanilla assets, there should be something for everyone. Social media links to the featured creators are in the description below. Also, the creators will be featured in no particular order. This is not a ranking. With that out of the way, let's get started. Project 1, Scylla Republic by Jeremy Thunder. Beautiful beaches, contrasted by rundown slums. Colonial history, contrasted by modern Caribbean architecture. Welcome to the fictional Caribbean island nation of Scylla. This project by Jeremy Thunder, which started in January 2022, focuses on visual storytelling of the history of the Republic. The Caribbean theme is really uncommon compared to US, European or Japanese builds, and this uniqueness is greatly appreciated. I also want to emphasize the care that goes into the highly detailed natural areas of this project. Cliffsides, beaches, underwater areas, and tropical forests receive just as much attention as the city does. Hopefully the videos in the background do this justice. Project 2, Eifel, Rural Germany by Will CS. Although initially started in December of 2021 and thus barely missing the cutoff for this video, I still wanted to feature this project by content creator Will CS. Not only am I from the Eifel region in Germany, but the region is also so rural and boring to me that I was impressed of someone actually tackling a Cities Skylines project inspired by it. Small and historical villages, rolling hills, plenty of farms, and narrow roads are featured in this project, as well as stretches of the legendary German highway system, the Autobahn. What I love about this project is that the content creator doesn't shy away from adding unique and weird, yet somewhat realistic aspects to this project. The Autobahn 1, for example, features an infamous gap in the Eifel region, and traffic is diverted to smaller, national roads before merging back to a stretch of the highway a few kilometers later. Will CS made sure to include that as he noticed this weirdness on his trip to the region some time ago. Project 3, New York 1-to-1 by I Think You Know. Let's jump from rural Germany to urban USA for a huge contrast. Being one of the most well-known metropolises in the world, we've seen plenty of Cities Skylines project inspired by New York, as well as a number of tries of a one-to-one recreation. However, the sheer size and complexity of the city and the inherent limits of the game make this a monumental task. This is why after a few previous tries by I Think You Know, he took the time to carefully curate an asset and mod list that should keep performance issues and in-game limits in check. The great thing about this project is that with low to medium detailing, the creator is still able to reflect the vibe of the areas he tackles, as he's a real New Yorker. The videos and streams also feature interesting historical or fun facts about this impressive metropolis, and also a great deal of in-depth knowledge about the inner workings of New York City. I also quickly want to hint at another one-to-one New York project that prioritizes heavy detailing by Crapper441, also linked in the video description. Project 4, Cabrillo by Prez. Okay, so this project wasn't started in 2022, not even close. It actually just had its 1-year anniversary, being released in the beginning of April 2021. Also, Prez is a well-known Cities Skylines content creator, so this project is neither a hidden gem nor an underdog. That doesn't mean though that it isn't great or worthy of being featured here. The reason is pretty simple. I promise you to show unique and unusual projects. What's unique and unusual about Prez's project is that, compared to most content creators, he's trying to build a nice city. Rather, he wants to show the worst that Californian urban planning has to offer, challenges it faces, and possible solutions. This unique twist is tied into the project through both extensive urban planning and local knowledge by Prez, as well as great detailing work. Project 5, London 1-to-1 by Tommy Topup. This project is only one of 3 one-to-one recreations by this content creator, the others being Miami and Los Angeles. The project started in January 2022, and while UK builds aren't that uncommon or unique, London as a city of roughly 9 million people is on a completely different level. What's also on a different level is the insane amount of detailing and precision going into the project, with Tommy Top Up also using the procedural objects mod extensively. If his other one-to-one projects are to go by, he will manage to create the most detailed recreation of the city ever done in Cities Skylines. Now that we're halfway through this list, do you have any favorite project yet? Let me know in the comments. After the video, also make sure to check out the creators. I've linked them in the video description. Project 6, Auridon by Few Candy. Though this project was started just at the end of December 2021, I still really wanted to include it in my 2022 list. Few Candy is the only female content creator on this list, and prior to her first upload and playing Cities Skylines, had neither contact to the field of urban planning nor creating YouTube videos. This makes her Auridon project even more impressive, as it cleverly uses as little mods as possible and mostly vanilla assets to create a realistic city. Her accurate perception of real-world infrastructure and surroundings, and a knack for creativity leads to a city that is consistent in its style, even if it is not inspired by a specific geographic location. Building and infrastructure scales are far more realistic than usual, mostly vanilla builds. Her clever use of vanilla assets to create and detail a realistic city as an urban planning outsider makes this project a definitive must-watch in 2022. Project 7, Argiatha by Shilka Live. This project tackles two things that Cities Skylines doesn't do well: density and slopes. So what does Shilka Live create in Cities Skylines? Well, a densely populated South American city on the slopes of tropical hills. Not only is the hyperdensity and stacking of buildings on top of each other unique, as well as the South American setting, but the content creator uses another unusual twist in his project. A lot of areas look rundown and dirty. The contrast of the tropical sun with the badly maintained and densely populated concrete houses in the city make this project stunning, to say the least. Compared to the clean and utopian look of vanilla Cities Skylines, this content creator shows a grimy yet strangely beautiful project in 2022. Project 8, Karlskrona by Teddy Ratko. While many of the projects featured in this video use plenty of custom assets, Teddy Ratko takes a step back from the workshop and only uses vanilla assets for his city. It is a city inspired by Swedish archipelagos and features a naval base, as well as unique Nordic landscapes. Instead of custom assets, this content creator uses Node Controller as well as intersection marking tool to create buildings, military ships, churches, bridges, and so on. He even uploads the MoveIt exports to allbuilds.org. The link is in the description as well. So, besides the Scandinavian city, the usage of road tools to create custom assets in-game is so insane and clever that it has to be featured on my list. Project 9, Europe by Dirty H. Limiting yourself to a single country or area makes it easy to build in a consistent style. This project includes many towns from different countries, however, dotted around the map. Some are based on Austria, some on Italy, or southern Spain. We even have an Ibiza-inspired build or a UK fishing village. This project is worthy of a spot on this list to watch for 2022, as the builds are fairly self-contained due to their geographic focuses and are spread out over a few videos each. Many have been released in 2022, even though the overarching project by this content creator was already started in the middle of 2021. The small villages all are really well detailed, look and feel cozy and lived in, and beautifully capture the vibe of the areas being recreated. Project 10, Alaska by Cold Europe. This Alaska project features beautiful rural and untouched landscapes, contrasted with logging and mining camps. Additionally, content creator Cold Europe contrasts old Russian architecture from the late 18th and early 19th century with modern American style of architecture and urban planning. I want to highlight the level of detail and perfect use of props and decals here. This brings the muddy, snowy, and industrial nature of this project really to life. The project is also less than 2 weeks old, so if you hop on over to the channel of the content creator, you can be one of the early viewers to see this project continue to grow. There are many more great projects in Cities Skylines, even years after its release, that I couldn't feature in a single video. Let me know which ones you really like in 2022 in the comments below. Thank you for watching.